Bella Karolyi's 1976 Romanian Olympic team. Her best friend was Nadia Comaneci, and her own personal coach was Marta Karolyi. Now, Teodora told me she never, ever thought that she would be side by side with Marta Karolyi on the gym floor again. Her friends say that she obviously just didn't get enough of Marta the first time around. Teodora, on the other hand, is very serious when she talks about her admiration for Marta and the fact that she is so happy to be reunited and back on the same team.
And that's an era that certainly produced a lot of gymnasts around the world, young kids watching at that time. Currently, the U.S. on the beam, the 14-year-old from Carmel, New York, Sabrina Vega.
You know, and a lot of years ago in the 70s, many thought that Teodora was actually on par with Nadia Comaneci. She actually set her up for all of those 10s.
I watched them in '76 at the Olympic Games in Montreal. I was one of those 12-year-olds that said, wow, look at that team. They were exceptional on balance beam, and she's obviously done a tremendous job instilling those characteristics into Sabrina.
So once again, the teams are comprised of juniors and seniors, 3 of each. All of these athletes on this U.S. team are eligible for the 2012 Olympics in London. They, however, cannot compete at the next World Championships. The 3 juniors, they're too young.
Mistakes on the beam from China, certainly, and Canada. The U.S. very good so far. Have not really seen any major mistakes.
The only problem came from the reigning world champion in the all-around on the uneven bars.
Nice exercise. There are little areas, certainly, where she can improve upon, but, boy, she has taught her to be aggressive and to go for it.
Now, first look at the 14-year-old Sabrina Vega. Meanwhile, getting ready on bars, the 15-year-old from Queensland, Australia, Georgia Rose Brown.
And there are 2 former stars on the right of your screen. Alana Slater, who was on the Australian 2000 Olympic team, and Elena Zamolodchikova from Russia. 2 gold medals at those 2000 Olympic Games.
Nice to see them down there. They certainly know what they're watching.
Georgia Rose Brown now in the bars.
Just a junior athlete on this Aussie team, part of the new generation rebuilding.
And you know, the head coach of Australian gymnastics, former American Peggy Liddick, said that this is such a great opportunity for the juniors. The 2 best all-round gymnasts in the world are right here. She says if they don't learn lessons here, they're just not going to learn them. Very nice routine.
Beautiful lines. Lovely gymnast.
When you're a junior, how much do you observe and take in from the others that you're competing against?
Everything.
That's what we want to do, right? Okay.
Marta Karolyi along with Sabrina Vega, and 14.35 her score for the beam.
Okay.
She does a lot of whacking, doesn't she?
Part of the process. So from one junior to another for the U.S., Jordan Weber getting set on the beam.
And this routine is stacked. Not only does she do incredibly difficult elements, but all the way at the end of a routine, she'll do the most difficult one. It's daring. That's what it is. She's an acrobat.
Well, just watching her in this competition, I have to remind myself that she's actually competing as a junior. You certainly cannot read a lot from her facial expressions when she's competing. I mean, she just does not get rattled. She's very sure of herself, extremely confident, obviously well trained.
So Remember, she's done all this stuff now near the end of the routine. Watch this. Oh, picture perfect.
Just the dismount. She's great.
Mentioned that American Cup win last year when she won it. She was the youngest in some 20 years to capture that title, maybe on her way here in Melbourne.
Look at this, back with a full.
But to do it at the end of her
Exactly.
routine, that's incredible. Most would choose to do it right off the top.
She is unquestionably going to be a factor, a major one.
All-around champion.
Still out of breath. 15.20 for Jordan Weber as the Americans continue to roll. Canada now on its final rotation, their lead dwindling as we take a look at the 17-year-old Christina Vakulik, set to go on the floor.
From Toronto, my hometown. Christina's coached by the 1980 Olympic all-around champion Elena Davidova, who has been in Canada for quite some time now and has done a tremendous job with this athlete.
Christina missed time, actually missed the Olympic Games because of an elbow injury and then surgery. She was away from competition for nearly a year.
Wanted to prove to herself that she still had it mentally and physically, and she has signed with Stanford University for the fall, but hasn't given up the dream of making the 2012 Canadian Olympic team.
Plans on going there maybe for a year and then trying for the Olympic team after that. Here is Larissa Miller, 17 years of age, from Australia, from Brisbane.
And she actually was 7th on this event, made the finals at the World Championships. And, you know, we talked about the Americans winning that bronze medal from 2000 when the Chinese were just disqualified. Another team that was impacted significantly were the Australians. It was home, and they ended up 7th place, which meant they didn't advance to the team finals. Head coach Peggy Liddick said it was a disastrous outcome. She said it could have changed the entire landscape of Australian gymnastics. Can't give that back.
Larissa's been battling a heel injury, has had to water down routines around the arena, but not here. Says she's not quite back at full strength.
The uneven bars, though, her strongest event. Followed her sister to the sport when she was just 5 years of age. So Australia coming on here. All right, meanwhile, for the U.S., Rebecca Bross on beam.
And watch this entry onto the balance beam. It's my favorite part. She just attacks. She's on the beam, and let's go. Let's get this routine done.
And she's like a kid on a playground right here. It just keeps moving.
One speed.
Her most challenging element right here. Good, but a little bit of a bobble. Marta Caroli says she grew up in an Olympic champion atmosphere. The best is absolutely expected.
And she has told us that she doesn't often think about winning the Olympic Games or becoming the third athlete from her own team to do so. But it's, you know, it's in the back of her mind.
She actually said to me that she has dreamed of it.
Literally.
Literally, yes.
It's the way it should be.
And you know others bring it up often.
Well, it's impossible to escape. You walk through the doors
Pictures.
of her gym, and the walls are adorned with those two Oh, wow. And I can't believe she didn't come off the beam right there. That foot just slipped out and